We hear stories of small businesses going viral all the time. And is that something as a small business we should be focusing on? The answer is no. Hi, I am Prati Kaufman, host of Small Business Marketing. Today, I will help you understand why going viral is not a good marketing strategy. If it happens by chance in the process of creating content, sharing, and you build an audience and you have millions and thousands of followers and interaction, it's amazing. Like, I'm not saying not to do that, the intention should be there, but not as a strategy to grow your business. And why is that? So, number one, viral doesn't mean conversion. You can have thousands of followers, even millions, but it doesn't mean that they will convert. And I can tell you that by my experience of working with different small businesses. So we have this e-commerce brand and we have been working with influencers, and it's kind of pretty ironic that every time we collaborate with an influencer who has like 50,000 or more followers, we actually don't get as much sales. We get eyeballs. But when a smaller influencer who may be having, 1,500 followers, very niche, really loyal audience, and it's so funny that every time they post, our sales actually go up. And I've been seeing that trend. So viral doesn't mean conversion. Viral just means a lot more people are looking at you and you must be posting amazing content for people to engage with you, but not all of them will turn into buyers, or most of them won't turn into buyers for whatever reasons. So virality don't always mean business. And a small business owner, you should be focusing on the tactics that will surely bring revenue. And when we are focusing on virality, a lot of curious people come. They come for the entertaining value. They come because maybe they're checking you out, like how awesome, and they may be following you, copying your content, and it gets you popular again, but it doesn't again convert into dollar amount. So I don't know if you remember, there was this thing called Clubhouse during COVID. Got so popular, like everybody was on Clubhouse because you're not able to see the people, you're not really able to. There was a time in the history where we really were not connecting to people in any way. So we just wanted to listen and all that. And then it became really popular and then faded in no time. Once the COVID was over, everybody went back to Zoom, Meets, Google Meets, Team Meets, whatever that is. And that's what happens sometimes when you're really going viral to kick, just a fad. It's not really sustainable. You can't continue to grow with it. So you take examples of Canva, Zoom, they did something way more sustainable than just, okay, we are just going to do this, in this time. They created something where the user and their customer base need it on a daily basis, and it's recession proof. Basically, it's not depending on the up and down of what's going around. People always will need that. So that really matters when you're a small business owner, having the longevity, making sure that your business can survive the ups and downs of economy, of what's going right and wrong. And that's the where your focus should be. So then what should you be doing, right? If going viral is not a good marketing strategy, what is a good marketing strategy? Good marketing strategy is building one-to-one connection, building a community, having 100 loyal followers, then 1,000 onlookers, because people who love you, trust you, want to get to know you better are going to more likely buy from you than people who are just there again for entertainment value. So, how do we build community? We want to engage with the right people. People do business with people they like and trust. You want to create that credibility. You want to create that authority. You want to truly connect with your audience. One of the foolproof marketing tactic when you're starting a business, I still would say, is networking, whether it's in person, whether it's online. When people talk to you, they get to know you. They want to do business with you because there are many others doing the exact same thing as you do. What differentiates your business is you behind the scene, who you are, what your values, what is your mission, and that. So I see that all the time. Like, you go to a networking event and you kind of explain who you are. People like, I really want to get to know you. And then, on social media, it's great, but it's not really building this deep, meaningful connections. So focus on building those deep connections with your audience. Number two, how you're going to create community is by giving the best possible services to your existing customer. They should become your fan. They should be talking about you. They should be telling everybody how amazing you are, how amazing your products are, and it's so great to do business with you. That's how communities are built, by word of mouth. People telling other people about you. Where do you find your customers now? I know, how do you get in touch with them to build this community? So in today's digital world, we have a lot of these groups. Like, if you in a country where the WhatsApp groups are like in India, I know the WhatsApp groups are big. So you want to join those groups, you want to engage with them. There are Facebook groups. People have built the community already. You can talk to them, you can understand, just even hanging out, learning about what they are wanting, what their comments are, what their you know issues are, and how your business can solve that. You can Reddit is a great place for community. Quora is a great place to find your community. There are all kind of Discord. There are communities after communities where you can go and just join and start to learn more about, start to connect people very genuinely. And that's how you start building your own community. And another thing, again, I will come back to, is network. Network like crazy. At the beginning of my business, I was networking. Like, I was out there 3 to 4 times a week, talking to people, meeting people, learning about them, really doing my best to truly understand, how can I help them? Ways, if there was a connection to be made, I made those connections. And in no time, my business grew without any marketing budget. There was nothing. I didn't have a single dollar. I literally just networked my way to growth. So if you don't know like a brand called Gymshark, Google them and you'll see they built their community first. So they didn't really focus on, big paid marketing or anything. They literally went right to the user and started engaging with them, and they built the community, and then they built, everything else. The social media grew big and their presence got larger because they built the community first. So use that as an example of how most top level brands are focusing on their customer, not going viral. Their focus is how can they serve their customer to the point where they are the one selling for them. They are the one talking about them. If you look at Rolex, like timeless, always about same thing, same message, that credibility. All the top brands, whether it's Amazon, they have built this, very customer centric business model where they're really not worried about competition. They're not worried about anything. They have built a community of users who love what they are offering, the ease of shopping with Amazon. And I'm talking about big brands, but there are a lot of small businesses who start that way. Every single business was a small business at some point before they got big, because of one focus: building their community, building the trust, building credibility, connecting to their customer directly, making sure the customer is getting one of the best service possible, always listening to their feedback, making sure they're addressing their concerns, making sure they are really talking to them, not talking at them. It's a conversation with your customer. So that's the best strategy for a small business instead of chasing virality. So if you're a small business owner listening to me or watching me, I want you to think about what is one thing you can do to strengthen relationships with your existing customers? How can you serve them better? A simple question, but it will change the growth trajectory of your business.